Hey there guys, my name is Ali Sayed. I started with MAP literally about after 5 months of the company forming back in May 2014. And to be honest, for me, at that point, I had no income. I was jobless and literally got my mum, who sold a piece of gold, to give me about £600 to start with 20 packs. And I basically went with Raheem's advice on that, in the sense that he said, look, this will basically work, just trust me on this and go with it. Now, I trusted him, but the way I work is that I have to find a lot of self-belief in anything before I would speak to people. So it took me over exactly a year where I wanted to see, because at the point when I started as well, I was unemployed, so there was a lot of personal things about the self-belief factor and everything, being in a job for 8 years, and then not to have that. So I kind of like worked around that and looked into the company, looked into the business and the promise that it gives about paying out every 20 minutes. So after exactly a year, I remember that's when I decided, you know what, business has been there, I haven't referred a single person in the business, and it's done what it said it would. So why would I basically hold myself back from moving forward now? And at that point was when I basically really focused on the business. My personal circumstances had changed. I kind of like committed more in there. And you know what, since I have qualified Diamond last November, things have been different. To be honest, you know, the business doesn't ask you to go on an unlimited hunt to keep on growing and growing and growing. It almost wants you to get to that level which we call the diamond level, which is the maximum 1,000 pack level in the business. And once you're there, it just, you know, the money has to be taken out. There is no other way, there's no other thing to do with the money within the business. And I know the difference it's made for me, being in a dead-end job for 8 years, even though it was my passion. I'm a personal trainer. I've worked for the same company for 8 years. After that, with this, the kind of time freedom is given me, and the possibilities about, okay, you know what, I've got something that can grow through my own effort, or it's just there, it's almost like something I can fall back on. And that's been a great changing factor in my life. And yes, I back the business. What I'd say to any one of you is go with what the business says, that it pays without referring. Now, that's a powerful thing. I mean, first you can try it out for yourself, whether it's 1 pack or 100 pack. Depends on how fast you want to move yourself. Once you're in it and you're moving it like that, and then once your own self-belief develops that yes, the business keeps doing what it says, then you can go forward and see whether you would want to talk to anyone else about it. But surely, you know, if you're going on personal experience, I couldn't recommend enough. I mean, I became one of the certified academy trainers as well, and I went to Germany, got certified by MAP to kind of share the opportunity in a more sort of organized way. And that came out of the business as well. It's just been life-changing. I was only able to go into Europe because of the business. I had never seen Europe before. I've been in the country for about 17, 18 years. I was in early teens when I came over here, and to this point, I had never been able to travel into Europe. More or less, it has been due to financial circumstances. So there's a lot of personal achievement, I would feel, and giving back as well. Just, I'd say, yeah, start up and see it for yourself. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.